Hi, I'm Mark Wade from CenterCityCondos.com with your March 2026 update for Locust Point Condominiums at 2429 Locust Street. Okay, so the building itself, just real quick background, the building itself was built probably 100 years ago, was a warehouse. You're right there on the river. It was turned into apartments in the mid-'80s by Historic Landmarks for Living, then turned to condos in early 2004, 2005, something like that. And it was a very quick sellout. The most of the units are one bedrooms, and they're platform one bedrooms, meaning they're just open from front to back, and the bedroom sits towards the back of the unit. And it's open to I'll show you some photos, open to the rest of the living area. Corner units are generally two-bedroom units, and those are very rare. And when they hit the market, there's always a load of buyers backed up, ready to buy them. If we look at sales over the past, let's go back 6 months here, what we're going to see is the only thing that has been offered are one bedrooms, all one bedroom, one bath units. Here are the sale prices, anywhere from $300,000 up to $364,000. There is one currently available at $435,000, and it's really kind of special because it has a parking spot. And that's one of the elusive qualities at Locust Point. I mean, you're in such a pricey, desirable neighborhood. And at $400,000, this unit has parking. That's pretty amazing. Know that for a lot of these one bedrooms, they all have the same layout, but the difference in the square footage is going to be a function of width. For instance, this one, the one that's active for sale for unit 411, is a nice wide unit, and you can feel that when you're inside. You get that feeling of width and things like that. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Now here are all the closed units. I just was on that. Here are the closed units. They go from 300, 305, 305. This is the asking price. This new unit is coming soon, 309. It's on the third floor. It should sell very, very quickly. Okay, there are your prices, 355, 364. So again, square footage for the one bedrooms, they all have the same layout. It's a function of width. What I think about Locust Point is that it moves very, very quickly especially in the springtime. I think that it's fair to suggest that Locust Point has more demand, generally speaking, than it has supply. When it does have supply, those units generally do go fairly quickly. Really depend on what time of year. I mean, if you put a unit on the market there in the fall, it may sit till the spring. Look at some of these days on market figures. I'm sorry, right here, days on market. And these were put on, of course, take 213 days away from last week. And it's just the timing on a lot of these. So, and again, a lot of these sell very quickly in the springtime. So, and that's what I expect to happen here. I think the investment there is a fairly safe investment because you're so close to University of Pennsylvania. If you have a unit there and you wanted to rent it out, I think you've got a built-in rental market, which is always good. The neighborhood just gets stronger and stronger and seems to increase in value on a daily basis. You're right there next to the Schuylkill River jogging trail. It's just so close to the proximity and ease to get to U of Penn and Drexel and 30th Street Station is just really off the charts. So a strong building. It always has been. It sold out very quickly when it hit the market as condominiums 20 years ago and still sells fairly well today. I think it's a very safe investment. And I think the units, sometimes the value is a function, not only square footage, but the value can be a function of interior condition, because now that we're at the 20, just a little maybe over 20-year mark, we're going to start to see some units that are having, perhaps new bathrooms or a new kitchen or new flooring or things like that. Those are issues. Those are upgrades that generally happen after about 20 years. And then we're going to start seeing a real difference in price per square foot, because we'll see some original condition units that maybe have had a tenant in it for 15 years. And then we'll see something that just hits the market with like new kitchen, new bath, new floors, new lighting fixture and things like that. And that'll really account for the spread on a dollar per square foot basis. Anyway, this is Mark Wade, CenterCityCondos.com. Any questions about Locust Point, let me know. Happy to do a deep dive with you. We could do a Zoom meeting. I can share my screen, do a deep dive, whatever you're comfortable with. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye now.